I would like you to think back to the time when you last kept your word. Was it yesterday? Was it 2 days ago? Was it last week? I'm hoping that it wasn't a month or a year ago. I'm hoping that you are an individual who strives to keep their word. Now, maybe you're saying it's hard to keep my word these days, man. I mean, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's hard. And if you're one of the people who said that, then I hope to change your thinking today. What does a promise mean to you? When you make a promise to somebody, do you intend on keeping it? Or do you just say it for the sake of saying it? To me, promises are important. A promise is word. And my word is my bond, as it should be for you. I want to tell you about a promise I made to myself. I made a promise to believe in the possibilities, that no matter what, to never allow the world to cover my light. I made a promise to not allow any negative, broke-minded people in my circle. I made a promise to be present for my family. I made a promise to only mind those that matter. I made a promise to rise above mediocrity. May I tell you the secret to prosperity? I didn't say success. I said prosperity. It's will. The will to become a better person. The will to stop doing things you know you shouldn't be doing. The will to expand your mind. When I first heard Alex Sheen's story, I was deeply, deeply touched. His message is glorious, and his work through the strength of a promise is magnificent. He reminded me that no matter how great you claim you aren't great unless you can keep your word. I would now like to share a story with you. One day a young boy was walking on his way home from school, and he noticed an elderly woman crossing the road. This woman didn't have the best back. She was walking with a cane. The boy noticed that she was walking very slowly and a car was coming. And it seemed like the driver was choosing to disobey traffic signs. The boy ran to the elderly woman and helped her cross the street safely. The elder was extremely grateful to the boy. The young boy then offered to help her across the street the next day. He promised her that he was going to be there for her. The next day came and it was a Saturday, and usually the young boy sleeps in on Saturdays. So what do you think the boy did? He slept in. So as the boy was sleeping, the elderly woman was wondering where the young boy was. As she tried to cross the street, the lady looked both ways and it seemed clear. But as she got a little past halfway, a truck was speeding, and the truck hit the old lady. The boy woke up later that afternoon, and he instantly remembered what he neglected to do. The boy rushed out of bed and got dressed. Just as he was set to go out to meet the old lady, he heard something from the TV in his living room. He went to the living room, and he fell to his knees as he read the headline. This just in. 65-year-old lady hit by truck and dies. How would you feel if you were the boy? How would you feel if the promise you neglected to keep resulted in somebody dying? Ladies and gentlemen, what we speak is a representation of how we think. And when we don't keep our word, it reflects our character. Words are mighty, and there's power in a promise. Decide now that if you're going to speak it, you're going to live it. Promise me. Promise yourself that I am going to become a person of promise. A person who stands by their word. How can you do this, you may be asking? The answer is will. You can stand by your word. You can stand by your promises if you will it. Stand by your promise. Not for gain, not for fame, but keep your promises because you said you would. Glory.